your music live. Your music, your music, your music live. It's your music live. It's your music live.
Yes, it's that time of the week, folks. Can you believe it? It's come around again. It's Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. Brought to you by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. Yeah, if you're an independent artist, a creator, and you want to get your music out there to Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer, Amazon, there's a whole bunch of places. And you can do it just by using DistroKid. Link down in the description. Save yourself 7% off any DistroKid plan. We've got 2 hours of independent music coming up for you here, folks. And we're going to jump straight into it with one of my favourite artists of the last couple of years, and that's a group by the name of Moonlight Thief. They've got their Songtember song, which I did say it last week, there'd be some overflow. We didn't get to all the Songtember songs last week because a few slipped through the cracks. So let's take a listen to this one. It's an absolute cracker. It is Moonlight Thief, and How Does It Feel to Be You? Your Music Live is on the air.
This time I have been waiting for something to call my name. Can't make decisions when my mind is always changing, but my questions stay the same. An architect, a lover, or a whore in Hollywood. Oh, where do I belong? A painter, a photographer, or a dancer in the rain. I'm afraid to get it wrong, 'cause I met a girl and she can sing like anything, and now I just can't help but wonder, what is it like to be one with birds? Oh, how does it feel to be you? Oh, how does it feel to be you? For every star in the night, see them sparkle in the blue-black sky. I could stand up tall and flare my arms around to try to reach them. Reality will crush me. I should just forget those dreams I dreamt. The questions still remain. A teacher, a magician, or a model in New York. Oh, where do I belong? A doctor, a musician, or a puppet on a string. Should I have known it all along? 'Cause I met a boy and he plays the guitar, and now I just can't help but wonder, what is it like to dance across those steely strings? Oh, how does it feel to
Moonlight Thief there with How Does It Feel to Be You? Yeah, really nice song, isn't it? And I thought a nice way to ease us in, because it's our first sort of post-Songtember episode of the show, and yeah, it's been a hectic time for everyone around the place, because this time of the year coming up, you know, they've got Halloween, you got Christmas, and of course you've got Songtember and Rocktober to keep you occupied. How are you? Are you doing well? If you are doing well, if you're going to have some fun here today, hit the thumbs up button down below. That's what I have to tell you. It's in my YouTube contract. It says I have to tell you to like, comment, and subscribe. Here's the thing, though. If everyone tells you to like, comment, and subscribe, doesn't it therefore become obsolete? Like, what if just no one said it? Wouldn't it just be the same? Yeah, I really liked it too. Hello, Barry Glenn. Hello, Gregory O'Sullivan. Hello, Fat Cat Panda. They uploaded a song called Night Dress that is spectacular. Yeah, if you don't know Moonlight Thief, a young band out of Germany, absolutely crushing. And I was lucky enough to catch up with Emily from Moonlight Thief just recently, about, 6 months ago, 12 months ago? Time is weird at the moment. And yeah, it was great having a chat to her. Amazing young artist indeed. And they said that's their contribution to Songtember, an acoustic song with guitar, piano, and cello about the challenges of finding one's personal path in life, right? something we can all appreciate, I'm sure. Let's grab our next song, shall we? Again, this is some Songtember flowovers, and we're going to play another song here from Tremor Bear, because Tremor Bear actually had two Songtember songs, and this is the second of their Songtember submissions. That's a lot of suffer and succotash S's. They say, this is my second Songtember song. It's a great representation of me and my inner turmoil. Hands up who's got a little bit of inner turmoil. Yeah, right here. All right, let's take a listen to this one. This is For You in Songtember, in September, from Tremor Bear. SM Borthwick got it here. Lots of different melodies and counter melodies and different things going on there from Tremor Bear. I dig it. I really like that one. Very mellow. Like there's nothing that that Tremor Bear does that doesn't just sound great. Lots of different styles, but everything just spot on. Brilliant stuff there from Tremor Bear. And you folks that can do multiple songs in 1 month. I can barely tie my shoes and keep my feet up. What? I don't multitask is what I'm saying. So folks that are doing 2 and 3 and 5 and 10 songs in a month or at the same time, you have my utmost respect. Speaking of people I respect, Sean Michael Hurley is up next. We're going to jump over to the cloud of sounds. He says, my second Songtember 2022 effort. This one came together nicely. Managed to squeeze in 3 guitar solos, which is satisfying. Well, that's one way to try and get at least one of those guitar solos on the show by squeezing 3 in. So let's play this one, shall we? This is Sean Michael Hurley from Memory, Your Music Live.
Just never far, so it seems.
How cool is that? Really super duper funky there from memory. Shawn Michael Hurley here on Your Music Live. And yeah, it's a really cool one. Shawn just crushing it, doing amazing things, and appreciate the submission there over on the Cloud of Sounds. And that's one way. We've got a bit of a meme around here that I don't play guitar solos. And the thing is that we usually only play 1 to 2 minutes of each song, which you've probably gathered if you're new to the show. But the thing is, if you put a guitar solo like at the first minute, then you're fine. You just have to front load that stuff. Get those guitar solos up front and you'll be fine. Welcome aboard. If it is your first time here or if you're watching live or on the replay, we play your songs. You can submit them using that link right there. Use your QR code. Just hold your phone up or take a screenshot. You can also support our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, and we'll talk a little more about DistroKid in just a couple of minutes as well. We've got our Play My Fire beat segment coming up as well. So if you don't have a song submitted for the show, or even if you do and you want to get a double play, hey, then you can join that. We'll have a keyword, a code word for you to put in the chat in just a little while. But for now, let's grab this next song. This is from Scott Stark, Gearwaxer. He says, a research lab worker finds looking through a microscope more rewarding than having a social life. Yeah, hands up people who spend more time, with technology and with hobbies than going out and doing things in the world. Maybe be a little bit too close to home, this one. We're going to play it right now. It is called Crickets Again, Gearwaxer, here on Your Music Live.
She pulls a strand of hair from the brush beside her desk and wonders if there's time to make a show. He will be angry, an affront to his pride, a well of resentment from a place he tries to hide. She lays the strand flat across the palm of her hand and pulls it gently across the growing embryo, looping, curling, squeezing, whispering, tying together into two regions, one with nucleus, the other uncharted.
Get a mellow guitar vocal tune. I love the little organ in the background, that little melodic part there, and a science lesson at the same time. Very cool stuff, very creative, yeah, very laid back kind of vibe. And how good's the guitar work been in the first 4 songs that we played here? Again, I don't plan this stuff, but for some reason, songs kind of group together and smooch together, or maybe it's just that you're all super epic. Yeah, right, singing from the boots up. Totally. I know. You need to go and listen to the whole thing. 5 minutes long. And again, we only play the first sort of 1 to 2 minutes of songs here. But there is hope, because down in the description, I put all of the links to all of the songs that we play. So if you miss something, if you want to go back and catch it, if you want to subscribe or follow these folks, just jump down into the description. You can do it right there. Yeah, that was cool, wasn't it? I dig it. I dig it and I dug it. All right, let's grab our next song numero 5. This one's from Black Forest Cherry Pie, and they say a song about our world and what we make with it. Oh, lots of worldly, constructive kind of songs going on here today, and we are going to play this one. It is Black Forest Cherry Pie and Awake here on Your Music Live.
empty. We destroy ourselves. Don't cogitate. We think it's best, but it's too late. Awaken.
I mean, come on. Come on with the come on. How cool is that? Very great stuff there from Black Forest Cherry Pie. Just, just style and just hitting you in the feels with the intonation and the language and the beautiful guitars and the well-written vocals in the video. How cool's the video? You got to go and watch it. Go check it out. Go down to the description. Check out our friends, Black Forest Cherry Pie. Yeah, if Rammstein and Kraftwerk had a baby, it would probably be Black Forest Cherry Pie. Definitely well worth checking out and going over to the YouTubes. We are going to play some more tracks. We got a heap of songs here today, folks. I know, like it's the post Songtember show, and I was thinking it too. I was like, come on, everyone's given it their all for Songtember. What are we going to have left in the tank? But we got some great artists, some who participated in Songtember, some who didn't, and we got a whole bunch of really cool tunes coming up here. We're also going to hear from DistroKid in just a little jiffy, and then do our Play My Fire beat. And we've got a slightly smaller audience here today, so you've got a better chance of having your song played in the Play My Fire beat. I may or may not have set the time an hour later than I meant to. And it's daylight saving. It's a weird time of the year, but so I apologize if you're watching this on the replay and you came here an hour late because you set your reminders and then you're like, what? Why did we start early? That's why. But I've sent emails, I've sent Facebook posts, I've sent Instagrams, I've sent all the things, so hopefully the message has got out there to folks. This next track is from our friend Doug Kitter, who says, old-fashioned rock and roll made in the USA, so born naturally pissed off. Better late than never. Alrighty, let's give this one a spin. We're over here on slaps.com, which is our very cool platform via DistroKid. If you want to share your music for free online, I recommend slaps.com. Let's take a listen to this one, Doug Kidder and Gullible, his Songtember song, just a couple of days after Songtember. We're going to give it a spin on Your Music Live.
Your honesty makes you
Super cool. I was busy reading comments, but let's throw some fire on that one, because that's what you can do here in slaps.com we'll give it a big load of fire there in the middle, and you can save it here. And look how easy it is to share with slaps.com. Super easy. It's almost like DistroKid, who creates slaps.com, are like, an amazing sponsor and supporter of this show, because they are. Great stuff there from Doug Kidder. Classic rock sound. I love hearing a song like that, because if you said to me that was recorded on like quarter-inch tape in 1974, I would have believed you. Not in a bad way, but in a way that you recaptured that warmth, that analog sound, that classic rock sound. The vocals are nice and engaged in the mix. That's the way I like to put it. Like a lot of these days, vocals sit on top. They're very front and center. A song like that reminds me of Zeppelin and the classic rock tunes where the vocals were there and it's not like you had to strain to hear them, but they weren't in your face. And I dig it. I dig it in a big bad way. Doug Kidder there with his track called Gullible. And maybe I was gullible for playing it. No, never. Alrighty, we're going to play one more song here, and this is from our friend Mark Bro, who I held over here, Mark, because Mark was having supper. With all the time changes here, it's hard to keep up with the timing of things. But I get to try and speak French. This is a track called L'Univers Intérieur. That was terrible, Johns. But it's from Mark Bro, and he says, I had a rough sketch of piano, 16 bars, started working around noon with Spitfire Labs to add strings and choir, uploaded at 8:30 p.m. I love it when a plan comes together. Nothing better than when you start working on a song and it's just boom, it just comes out, just flows out of you. We're going to take a listen to this one here. It is Mark Bro on Your Music Live. How good are the timpanis, right? I love the progression of that, just that rising, simple but super effective, and very nice on the soundscapes there from Mark Bro. And again, I mentioned it last week over and over again, but seeing and hearing how all of you folks, these folks here, Joe and Barry Glenn, Mark Bro, Michael Eke, Zealand Band, Gregory O'Sullivan, all of you folks, Princess LDG, you're creating and you're learning, and then you're enhancing each and every time you create. And that's the way to do it, people. Everyone thinks it's a magic formula. It's like, how do you just, capture that lightning in a bottle? You know what you do? You keep creating, and then you try again, and then you try again, and you try again. And song 1, and this might not be that great, but song 20 is going to be pretty good, and song 50, and song 100. Just keep doing it. Just keep trying, and you'll get there. Hey, it's the man in the hat from Canada Town. It's Rick Lisk. Hope you're doing well, Rick. Let's go Rangers. Although your Calgary Flames looking good this year, I must say. I reckon it might be their year. They've got a very nice looking lineup. Anyway, we won't talk hockey because I'm excited though, because it is nearly hockey season. Let's talk to a little bit about our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, because I've got a video coming out in just a day's time, which is all about lyrics. So here's how it breaks down. When you release your music with DistroKid, let's take a step back. You can see here I've released my Songtember song and an EP of all my Songtember tracks using DistroKid. It's as simple as hitting the upload button, putting your details in there, uploading your song and your artwork, and then they push it out to Spotify, to Apple Music. Look at all these places. Tidal, KKBox, Qobuz. I've never heard of half of them, but that's okay. All the big ones are there. A heap of little ones are there, and it's an easy way to get your music out there. Once it's released, you can add your lyrics. Now, I've just done this for my song Grown. To do that, you just come in here to your song, and you come on down, and then you hit the lyrics button, which I can't find now. Don't you love it when you do this? There it is, plain lyrics. So I've entered the lyrics for this. All you need to do is come in here, paste them in, read these requirements, paste in your lyrics, and then save them in. That's what you can do on any plan. So whether you're on the Musician plan, Musician Plus plan, or the Label plan, you can add your plain lyrics. But if you're on the Musician Plus plan, this is one of the benefits of this. You can add synced lyrics. You've been watching a song on Instagram or something, and the lyrics are magically synced up. You're not just seeing the lyrics, they're actually synced up. Well, there's an option to do this here in DistroKid. So I'm going to show you this real quick. There's a full video coming out, but I'm going to give you a quick preview of it. It's like playing Guitar Hero if you play on the easy beginner setting, because what you do is if you come down here to plain lyrics and you click on synced lyrics, what you can do is, or you can read all of that. So it brings up your song. And what you need to do is hold down the space bar for each line, and then as that line plays, you need to release it at the end and then hit it again for the next line. So we'll just let the song load in here, and I'll give you a quick demo of this. We'll turn up our volume, and let's see if I can get at least to the first chorus without messing up here. So you hit the play button, it starts playing your track, and you wait here with bated breath and bated finger. Put my finger on the space bar, and as soon as this starts, that's right, we have a longer intro. Jade Starr's awesome drumming. And then as you're ready, you got to hold down on the space bar like this.
Never one for going hard.
Release. Hit
Never
it.
had a fear of missing out.
Release.
Never
Space.
happy in a crowd.
Release.
And
Space.
I know I'm not the only one.
Release.
I'm
Hit.
a grown-ass man. Please take me home.
And I won't do the whole song here because I'll do that in my own time. But that's how you do it. You kind of have to do it in one take. There's not really a way to edit it, but it's fun. You get to listen to your song and you get to tap and play along with it. And it is. It's a very cool feature. And then what that does is it sends it out to Instagram and a few other places that have sync lyrics. And look, Apple Music and I think YouTube Music as well are starting to add in sync lyrics as well. The other cool thing about adding your lyrics is that people can search for your song by the lyrics. So this is a really cool feature that not a lot of folks know about. So if you go to, say, Spotify and you know the lyrics of a song but you don't know the name of it, you can actually search by the lyrics. So if I came in here to Spotify and I went, there's that song by Pete Johns that it goes, "You say the time for hope is gone," but I don't know the name of the song. Well, guess what? It's called Anxiety, and it's right there. And then you can find it. So having your lyrics in there just gives you that little bit of extra searchability and that little bit more polish and professionalism with your song. So we thank DistroKid for their wonderful support of this very show. We're going to play one more song, and then we are going to do our Play My Fire beat. So you're going to have an opportunity to have one of your songs played right here, right now, on the show. And I couldn't think of a better song to play while we wait for that, to build the anticipation.
Get ready, Adelaide.
Mr. Mark Cronk song Lovell. Are you ready, Adelaide? See, this is the challenge. This is why I recommend slaps.com, because look, it's playing an ad over here. I've got no idea what the ad was for, but it said, "Are you ready, Adelaide?" It's probably that car race that they're doing here. We'll refresh that one. Let's take a listen to this one. Cronk Song says, "Hi, Pete. I hope you're well." Cheers, mate. You too. Done in GarageBand as usual, and a British-sounding song about a very British topic of conversation, the weather. Let's get our weather jam on, shall we? This is September Morning. Cronk Song on your Music Live.
Raincoat, don't wanna get caught out again. I'm gonna step outside. I think they lied, it looks fine to me. The sun is beaming, it's love right down for free. The world looks like it loves me, gonna love it right back. enjoy it while I can and forget those things I lack. I think it's gonna stay good and bright today. Makes me wanna sing, but what they actually said was, be prepared for anything. Just around the corner, I can see the ground is wet. I'm so glad I got up late. Fine weather looks set. The world looks like it loves me. Gonna love it right back. Enjoy it while I can and forget those things I lack. The world looks like it loves me. Gonna love it right back. Enjoy it while I can and forget those things I lack. September morning, I heed the warning. Gonna be rain, I'll take a raincoat. Don't wanna get caught out again.
Oh yeah, the feel-good hit of the autumn from Kronk's song there on your Music Live. Yeah, good stuff as always from our old mate, our young, attractive mate, Mark Kronksong. Lovell. And thank you to Kronksong. I do mention this frequently, but if you like the theme music you hear at the very start of every Your Music Live show, that's Kronksong. Yeah, I don't create the themes for my own shows. I'm far too lazy, but Kronksong is the Your Music Live, and I appreciate that. Yes, there you go. You have been cronked indeed. How do you submit a song? Great question. There is a link right there. It says submit a song, and there's a QR code there, so you can snap it with your phone. You can take a screenshot and tap it from there, or you can go to the link, studiolivetoday.com/YML, submit your song for a future show, or hang around for about now, because we do a feature twice every week, which is our Play My Fire Beat. Because we have folks that come in here and say, yo, brah, play my fire beat, and they try to skip the queue and they do things. So in honor of those folks, we give you one chance, or in fact 2 chances every week to play your fire beat. And you know what? We're going to go with, in honor of Kronksong, who just had an awesome Kronkin tune there, we're going to go with #Kronk. So if you want to have your song played today, all we ask is no excessive swearing, like a few F-bombs here and there is fine, but no excessive, and nothing hate-filled. Nothing where you're going to tell anyone that you're going to pop a cap in anyone's anything, because that's not cool. But yeah, anything outside of that, genres, we're not fussy. It could be hip-hop, R&B, rock, punk, funk, junk. What funk? Did we find funk? Phonk? That was a genre that I'd never heard of that came up a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, even if you've got some funk, you can put it in there. So, yeah, #Kronk if you would like your song considered. Do like Barry Glenn has done right there and just put some #Kronk in your jonk. All right, let's play another song while we wait for folks to put their entries in there. The entries will start coming in, and we'll play another tune. We'll play this one. Now, this is from John Paul. Now, I'm not sure that we've ever played a John Paul song here on the show before, but you may know John Paul better as JP, John Paul Music UK. He is a YouTube content creator and also a very cool looper and musician. And he's released a song here. It's just come out on DistroKid because JP knows how to release good music. And he says, the idea came from using a loop pedal recorded with Logic Pro on Mac and using the original loops from the RC600 loop station on release via DistroKid on the 7th of October. So available right now. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Trying to Say Hello, John Paul on Your Music Live.
Walking home from a tiresome day, off the train, down the alleyway, headphones in and music on. The sun is setting 1 minute, 1. Did you just walk past me? Did I see your goofy smile? Did I see that face that I haven't seen for a long, long while? I'm tired, you're not even here anymore. But you were trying to say hello to me there, I'm sure.
Very cool track there, and yeah, super cool video, right? Had me a little bit mesmerized. I'm like watching over on my screen here, and as it's going there, yeah, the drums are really good in that one. Just a really cool vibe, really hooky in the chorus there. You can tell the use of loops really worked well with it because it just had this nice structure to it, good feeling, and yeah, go check out the rest of it. I've no idea where that is, but it looks so like UK, like going down those paths and things, and then the really narrow roads and the lanes and the things. It's very cool to watch, but a great tune and well done. Yeah, right, the harmony, the whoa 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 whoa. You can tell that JP is a pro looper from way back because he definitely did some great looping work in that one. But yeah, go check out JP Music and Jean Paul Music UK. He's doing well, got like nearly 15,000 subscribers over there, so absolutely crushing it, JP. And we had JP on the show, gosh, it must be 2 years ago now that I interviewed JP, and he tried to tell me about looping, and I was like, yeah, I got no idea about that. Let's jump on over here to our Play My Fire beat. So you've got yourself about 10 seconds left to put the code word, which is hashtag Kronk, in the description in the comments here in the chat. So all you need to do is right here in the chat, put hashtag CRONK, and we're going to spin the wheel in about 5 seconds time, and one of you is going to have a song played on this very show right here today. All you need to do is, if you win, put your artist name, the name of the song, and the platform it's on, and I'll go find it, because links aren't allowed. I know, it's a bit of a shame, but if we let the links in here, who comes in with all their links? Yeah, the prawn bots, and no one wants a prawn bot, unless you do, which is your prerogative. Let's give it a spin, shall we? This is our Play My Fire bet. Let's get some JP in the background. Ooh, who's gonna win the Play My Fire beat?
Walking home another tiresome
It
day.
might be. Drum roll, please.
Off the train.
Brum, 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 brum. It is Jade. Star has won the Play My Fire beat. Now, Jade, you got a lot of new stuff that's around at the moment. Feel free to select one of your tracks. I know quite often Jade handballs it to someone else, but we got some new utensils, we got some new Metheus, there's some old school cool J-Star Dread Circus going around. So whatever Jade chooses, we will play here on the show. And thank you to all who entered that. We'll do it again in the second half. So do hang out because we do 2 on every show. So thank you to Jade, and hello to Thomas Christ who's joined us late here. Got some family challenges going on. Hope all is well with you, mate. Our resilience encourages with you. We wish you that, because as we've discussed, thoughts and prayers don't do a whole lot, but we wish you science and courage. Because they might help a little bit more. All right, we're going to play, while we wait on Jade Star's selection, we are going to play a tune here from Princess LDG, who says, hello, Pete. I hope you're well. I am. Here is a new song I made about a broken friendship. It consists of vocals and piano. Feel free to play it whenever you can. I feel free to play it right now, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Princess LDG and ex-BFF on Your Music Live.
You said you were my friend, but friends don't go behind each other's backs. They don't spread lies. best friend since young. When you were down, I was there to lift you up. What happened to you? What happened to you? Many tried to warn me that you weren't who you claimed to be. They told me that you were nothing, that you were controlling. But obviously I did not, because you were my friend. Honestly, I didn't think
Princess LDG with XBFF. Absolutely awesome stuff. And I know, again, I keep saying this, I'm a broken record, I say this again and again, but another artist who just keeps improving and keeps getting better and creating more. Asked a lot of questions, good quality questions. So I always know that when a video comes out, I'll have a question from Princess, and then I'll usually direct her to another video, and then she'll ask me a question about that. So it is good though. By the way, don't ever feel bad for asking questions or leaving comments on videos, because not only does it help the channel because it shows engagement, but it tells me what other people might be thinking. Again, it's like that thing in class. Like, don't worry about asking the question. You're just asking the question that probably 20 other people are thinking, but are too afraid to ask. So, and it does. It legitimately helps me know what videos I need to make, because how I need to help people. But it is all good. And Princess is also the queen of our Discord. So if you go over to studiolivetoday.com/Discord, you'll definitely find Princess hanging out over there, and you can have a chat. All right. Jade Star won our Play My Fire beat, and she has paid it forward. And she selected something really interesting, which is a cover of a Brad Example song. So a Brad Example song called Lemon Lips, but Mummies Graham has done a cover version of this one, and that's what we're going to play here. So I've not heard this one myself, and I'm going to enjoy it along with you. So let's give this one a spin. Lemon Lips, Brad Example tune, a version by Mummies Graham on Your Music Live. Look, video by Russ8889. You know it's going to be good. Let's give it a spin. Our Fire Beach on Your Music Live.
I can't lie, I really don't give a fuck. Tie your lips to the back of my truck. Raise up your sleeve and you best believe your luck is running out. You done your best, you try to tell yourself, but you just can't stop your mouth. Your best just ain't good enough. Bet you bet more than you had. Bet it all on a losing hand. Well, I've come to collect. It's time to pay your debts. I bet you bet more than you had. Bet it all on a losing hand. Well, it's time to pay your. You're out of luck. And I can't wait for the giant axe to fall. You're out of moves, you're gonna lose in no time at all. Better cash your chips in. Once you're out, you won't get back in. The life I live is a sin. Yours is a crime. It's such a fine line.
What a very cool tune. Yeah, it's got that little bit of country, but that Canadian country swagger. which is very cool indeed. Not surprising since it's a tune written by Brad Example and a cover version there by Mamsie. I'm going to get all my pronunciations out. Mamsie Graham? Mamsie Graham? Mammies. I'm going to go with it. My pronunciation's never great. But yeah, very, very cool stuff. And you know what? Somebody said here, can't comment. My knowledge of country music is minimal. But you know what you like, yeah? And that's all that matters, really. Like, you don't need the technical knowledge of the genre. I know nothing of hip-hop. I know nothing of rap. But I know what sounds good. And I know what I like. So that's really all that matters. Because remember, music is subjective. It is not a competition, despite the fact that every television show seems to tell you that it is indeed a competition. Alrighty, well, let's continue on here now. I did have a track here from Canada Bambino, but they came into the chat earlier and said, please don't play that song. It's one that you've already played and that I sent him before. So I'm going to remove it, but I want to make sure that you're aware. Please resubmit the correct track, and we will definitely spin it on a future show. So in the meantime, we will grab this one. This is from 818 Suki, who says, song that compares that one expired friendship relationship to Faye Valentine, a character from Cowboy Bebop, known for being a pathological liar. I mean, I understand about half of those words, but it's okay. We're going to play it anyway. 818, Suki, and Faye Valentine on Your Music Live. Cool stuff. Yeah, I love those classic builds. Like, there's nothing quite like it, is it? No one's found out a way to do a build and a drop any better than doof 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 doof. There's a reason that it's in almost every drum and bass style tune. That was cool. I dug it. I like it. There you go. Yeah, an Ibiza banger for sure. I love the vocals. Yeah, I love those sort of buried kind of robotic vocals, vocoder style. Worked a treat. Good stuff indeed. You've impressed the man Russ. He does like himself a little bit of that dancey vibe, which is cool. Does definitely get you moving. Had my head nodding, right? Had the Cooper's hat nodding back and forth. That's for sure. All right, we're going to move on here because we're moving swiftly towards the end of the first half here on Your Music Live. Don't forget, we are brought to you by our friends at DistroKid. They are the number one place, in my humble opinion, to get your music released. Songtember was so easy for folks because so many of you use DistroKid, and it just meant that you could get to, some folks released on like September 28th, and their song was available on all platforms by the 1st of October. It is freaking amazing that we live in the future and that we have services like DistroKid that help you as an independent artist get your stuff out there. Again, if you told even 30-year-old me, let alone 20-year-old me, if you told 20-year-old me that Spotify and Apple Music were a thing, that you get not free, but you can pay one thing and get all the music in the world streaming, I wouldn't have believed you. But even 10 years ago, if you said that, hey, it was that simple, you pay your $20 a year and then you just upload your song and it goes out to everywhere without you having to do a thing, I mean, come on. Come on now. All right, let's play this next song. This is Welten Kinder. We're going to head over to Germany once again. We've got a few German songs on the show here today, which is always cool. As I always say, German folks are just about 20% cooler than the rest of us. But they know it. They have that confidence, but they're not cocky about it. They just are. All right, so this is Welten Kinder who says, here comes a cyberpunk theme song from a free cyberpunk soundtrack from Vortex Mobile Music Pro. Very cool. The new generation will probably have to deal with more difficult world than we had. Ain't that the truth? Let's give this one a spin. This is Gen Alpha Welten Kinder, Your Music Live.
In the streets of war, I hear there is a desperate voice ringing about peace on earth, lost in Babylon's noise. Then this girl, she had her first kiss blind. This girl had a thought past in her mind. She had her first kiss blind. She had a thought past in her mind. Your days of fire are here. The embers of war are near. Trying to speak and you see it said. I could dream for you so mad. We are the new generation. We found the wood when it was in ruins.
How cool is our friend Welten Kinder, right? Yeah, that dark electro-industrial sound. Exactly. Perfectly done from our friend Welten Kinder. It's getting to the point where we're going to have to do like the German block because we have so many amazing German artists here on the show and in the community. PA, we had Black Forest Cherry Pie. We've got our friend Welten Kinder. Very cool stuff. Next up, we have Never Tell, and they say, our singer left the country, so we made this final music video as a way to include him, even though he wasn't there. Luckily, he came back last week, and here it is. Cool. So they say skip to 2 minutes 15 for the song to start. We will do exactly that, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. We'll cue this one up, and let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Never Tell, and all your secrets on your music live.
Come back.
Let me into all your secrets. The aftermath don't matter.
Just fantastic pop punk perfection, if you ask me. Really cool and just amazing video and really, really cool song. Like, yeah, I could listen to that and watch that for days. I got to tell you, I couldn't be happier that this rock and pop punk vibe is kind of coming back. I'm hearing younger bands playing with this sound that's very sort of Millen Blink-182, NoFX-y, and I couldn't be happier because I loved that vibe, just that real rockin' happy summer vibe, power chords and just riffage for days. Love it. Very cool there. Never Tell. You're going to want to go and check that one and all the other songs that we play here on the show down in the description following the show. All right, T. We got about 4 songs to go, and then we're going to take a little toilet break as we do. It's a long story. We'll talk about it later. Let's play something from No More Soul. This is one of our moderators, Americia, from way back, from the early days, 5 years ago when this channel was a mere toddler. No More Soul was hanging around, and it's always a great contributor. They say, hi Pete, everyone, happy Songtember. I've been working really hard on music and haven't been around much in a long time, but I did make a song for Songtember. This is called Quicksand, and I made it in about 1 week. Well, if you make a song called Quicksand, it's got to be quick, doesn't it? Got to make it in about 1 week. So we're over here on slaps.com. This is No More Soul and Quicksand on Your Music Live.
I'm trying so hard not to lose my mind. Haven't moved too far. It's been quite a long time. I can't seem to move. No, I can't seem to move. It's like every moment I lose. So like every moment time. Sinking slowly into quicksand, struggling coldly, reaching for solid land. I'm trying my best, trying just to breathe. I am such a mess. Lord, please help me. I'm sinking slowly.
Very cool, right? Yeah, I do love it. Yeah, super trippy, super psychedelic, like everything that No More Soul does. It's out there, man. It's out there in a good way. I like it. So well done. Congratulations. Thank you for sharing. Sharon be caring. And nobody cares as much as Soul. Thank you for hanging out here. If you are having some fun today, hitting the thumbs up button is definitely something that you can do. It's available down below. You can hit the thumbs down if you want to. Little do you know that people that want to punish me come in here and they're like, oh, I'm going to thumbs down every video. And you know what that does? It actually just boosts engagement. So the best way, if you hate me and you hate this show, the best way to get back at me is to not watch a single second and just bugger off. Because any engagement you give me, positive or negative, adds to the engagement and adds to this show being presented to more people. So come on, haters. Get amongst it. All right, let's play another song, shall we? This one is from Brock Ruggles, who says, hello, Pete and pals. This is a link to Saltwater Pacifier, a song I wrote that was thrice recorded and released by my band, and Guppies Eat Their Young. And recently found my original 4-track demo. Oh, yeah, this is Brock, who is sharing these old school 4-track demos from 1997. I recorded the day I wrote it. After 25 years, the cassette tape still plays. Turns out that it's my favourite version. Please consider giving it a spin. Thanks for all you do for the community. Well, thank you for sharing. I love playing these old school jams from Brock. It just hits me right in the nostalgic feels. So let's take a listen to this one, shall we? This is Saltwater Pacifier from 1997. Brock Ruggles on Your Music Live.
14 miles off the interstate, I think that I could drive to the ocean through the waves, just to find some reprieve from this mind, from this inland stinking crime. Would you like to take a ride in my saltwater pacifier? We might as well, we're sinking anyway. Slowly sink a little every day. And what you do to your body is what you do into my mind. It's all the same. Pull me with you into your haze, and I'll navigate and pilot through the waves. And I'll navigate and pilot through the waves. And I think if I could wish for anything, yeah, I think that I would wish to see.
Is that a monkey and a large quantity of boxes of chocolate? I need to know the story behind that, Brock. Sorry, I had to bring the volume down then to ask that question. What's with the monkey and the chocolate, dude? What a cool song. I love how that captures the vibe of it. And you're right, sometimes recording that demo with the limitations like the old school stuff, you try to recreate something and it just doesn't come the same way. You don't get the same feeling you get from something like that. So yeah, really love it. Appreciate that, you've got the old images there from it just took me back to the 90s. Very, very cool stuff. Song is amazing. So that was a song called Saltwater Pacifier from Brock Ruggles. That and all the other songs that we will be playing here on the show are linked down in the description. You can go and check it all out. Monkey is professional helper of the disabled. Oh, cool. So it's actually legitimate helper monkey. I love it. And you had to feed it all the chocolate in the boxes. Or maybe they weren't actually chocolate boxes. It might have been other things. All my music gear is actually stored in nappy boxes or diaper boxes. So if you go up to my cupboard, I've got like boxes of cables, but the boxes you could buy like Huggies, which is our nappy brand, diaper brand here in Australia, was the perfect size to slide into my drawers. So you pull out these nappy boxes and they're full of cables. Oh, there you go. At Boston U. Oh, very cool. Nice one. All right, let's continue on, shall we? We've got a few more tunes to play, and then we'll have our toilet break. So, The Secret Legacy says, "Hi Pete and all, no essay this time. As promised, a new track, a rework of a song I wrote and recorded in 0607. There you go, we're going back in time again. It was a rock track, but this one I added sequencer and swapped the choruses around, end to middle and vice versa. Enjoy, and more soon. I'll hop out in my break at work." From Costa. So hopefully, Costa, your break lines up. We'll see how we go. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? The Secret Legacy and Never Plays the Same. Your music live.
Ask about my state of mind. Left with all the broken pieces. Look at what you've left behind. Tell me someone else has suffered in your trail of broken hearts. I am gonna make you feel like your world has torn apart. No, never, not ever. You know that nothing stays the same. No, never, not ever. You know that nothing stays the same. Living in a world that's changing. Someday you will take a chance. Going with the things you know. Looking at your circumstance. People do not want to listen. Hear just what they want to hear. And when it comes for things to change, find their world has disappeared. No, never, not ever.
I dig it, Costa. Very cool indeed. Yeah, the Secret Legacy, Nothing Stays the Same. Hey, Lily Pillies. Hey, Manny. Hope you are doing well. Good stuff there. Yeah, like the vocals, like the guitar. There's one thing, and Jade's mentioned it here as well. There's a bit of pumping, there's a bit of limiting that's going on there when your kick drum kicks in, which is just making that fade happen every time. So you want that to really punch through. But if you're using GarageBand, I think you are. I know a lot of us do. Unfortunately, GarageBand's auto normalization. If you have the volume up too loud, you get that pumping. There's a simple fix. It's usually just using the EQ volume trick. So if you go to your EQ, if you look at your GarageBand, and again, I don't normally give advice with this, but I know that Con's working on his creations and whatnot, and won't mind getting some advice. But if you're seeing that you're hitting the red in GarageBand, it sounds okay in GarageBand, but as soon as you export it, it limits that top end, and you get that pumping sound. So whenever you get that, just turn the overall volumes down, or go to the FX, add the EQ, and then turn the volume down there, and it will be magnifique. Very cool stuff there from Con, The Secret Legacy. Keep on sharing, because remember, sharing is caring. All right, we've got one more tune, and then it's going to be our toilet break. And we're going to go back to Germany. Yeah, because you haven't had enough cool Germans on the show today. And this is going to be our old friend PA. Pronounce it alternative, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on fire, and soon you will know why. I love it. I love the intros here from PA. Let's give this one a spin. This is Most Wanted from PA. Your music live.
What really gives life a meaning? What really makes you feel believing? To the good and bad around you, the things that make you feel so blue. Why can't you see the truth of you? And it screams, damn, I want you, damn, I need you. You are the rain, the sun, my blue. Why can't you see the truth of you? And I handle myself together, only thinking of you. My thoughts revolve around the need. I feel for you, the dreams, the mood, the pressure, the fight, the lust, my treasure. Damn, I want you, damn, I need you. You are the rain, the sun, my blue. Why can't you see the truth of you? The need, the lust, the squeeze. I breathe and dream.
Very cool stuff, as per usual from PA there. Just getting better and better every single time. Yes, great track. I agree. Fat Panda Cat says, I swear I fall a little bit in love with PA every video. She's great, and the songs always hit like a truck. I couldn't say it better myself, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I agree. Fat Panda Cat. Fat Cat Panda Rat. Give a dog a bone. Very cool stuff there from PA. Make sure you go down and check out PA and all of the artists we've played from the first half, because it's all very, very cool. And we are going to go into a big second half. I don't want you to go anywhere. We are going to take a little break, but when I say break, I'm just going to play another song, but it just gives me a chance to have a wee break. Or a wee break, one of the two. So we're going to play this track as our toilet break, and then we're back with a big second half. We got some Autism Rocks, we got some Phantom Agents, some Howling Fret Fumbler, some Rick Rowan, some Michael A.K. Zealand Band. It's going to be a massive second half, so you don't want to go anywhere, folks. Trust me. But I'm going to give you a break of grunge, because there's no better way to have a break than to play some grunge. And this is an absolute cracking tune from our mate Jonathan Linton. Maybe our first Jonathan Linton toilet break. I could be mistaken, but I don't think John's had the honour of being a toilet break before. But I think you're going to really dig this one. Kick back and enjoy some grunge for our toilet break here on YML.
estimates by 2050 there'll be more plastic in the ocean than fish. Already it holds 5 trillion plastic particles dumped across the world.
Jonathan Lynton with Plastic. Fantastic, our toilet break song. And that was a fantastic way to have a toilet break. Recycle your plastic, folks. It's not that difficult, at least here in Australia. There's plenty of ways you can do it. Put your recyclables in the recycle bin, for goodness sake. And your soft plastics are the worst. Those single-use disposable plastics. Please try to find a way to... I take a giant-ass bag back to the supermarket every week because so much stuff is packaged in plastic. And if a little bit of it can stay out of the oceans and go back into making other stuff... then, yeah. All right, hop off your high horse, Johns, because we're talking about music here. But, hey, guess what? if our oceans are full of plastic, we won't have the time or the resources to make music. We'll be too busy trying to repair the planet. All right, let's move on, shall we, to our big second half. You're going to slide under the covers here, and I think you need to get those jazz hands in the air, a little bit like that. Yeah, some jazz hands, because we got a really cool cover here from Micah Rocks, Autism Rocks, Micah and Danny. They say, "Want You Gone," cover of the end theme from the video game Portal 2. The song from the viewpoint of the cystic GLaDOS, who insults you throughout the game. Micah on vocals and keys, Danny on guitars and drums guitar and bass, drums program with Logic Pro. If you haven't played Portal, the original one that had the Jonathan Colton song at the end, which is still alive, and then Portal 2 had this one. I'm a bit of a... I didn't play a lot of Portal, but I love the music from it. It's amazing, and this is a great song, "Want You Gone," and it's a cover version by Autism Rocks on Your Music Live.
Well, here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice? Oh, how we laughed and laughed, except I wasn't laughing under the circumstances. I've been shockingly nice. You want your freedom? Take it. That's what I'm counting on. I used to want you dead, but now I only want you gone. She was a lot like you, maybe not quite as heavy. Now little Caroline isn't here too. One day they woke me up, so I could live forever. It's such a shame to say, will never happen to you. You got your short, sad life left. That's what I'm counting on.
Cool stuff there from Danny and Micah, Autism Rocks. Yeah, the cake is a lie. Oh man, like if you haven't dived down through the Portal world, it's pretty darn cool. And yeah, Jonathan Colton did that song as well. I forgot he did the closing song for number 2. But yeah, really cool stuff. And dig it. Great cover, great video, Autism Rocks on Your Music Live. Next up, we've got someone we haven't heard from a while ago, but I thought we'd give them a spin here because they're doing some boy bands, and I happen to love me some Backstreet Boys. And this is Orchestra Eclipse, and they say this is a cover of "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys. Because remember, Backstreet's back. All right then. Let's give it a spin. Your Music Live. I want it that way. I like the Weird Al version personally, whenever I hear that. A used TV tray that I bought on eBay. Yeah, no? Anyone? Weird Al fans in the house? Thank you to Orchestra Eclipse for sharing that one. Only a couple of cover tunes here this week. Some weeks we got a heap, some weeks not so much. So folks are probably taking their time with their Songtember tunes, and hopefully we get some more covers in the future. Otherwise, I'll have to make some. In fact, hold that thought, because I may be doing something in the realm of covers soon, so keep an eye on the channel. Speaking of the channel, we are sponsored on this show by the wonderful DistroKid. Don't forget, if you're an independent artist and you want to release your music to Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon, all the places, DistroKid got you covered. 1 yearly subscription fee, a whole bunch of extra stuff there, and none of the stuff you don't need. A lot of these newer platforms that are releasing music, like they include things like Content ID, but they take a bunch of your royalties, and I don't know, there's just something about it that DistroKid have kind of found that nice happy medium where they've got a heap of different features, they try new things, they give you a lot of different add-ons, but they don't give you a bunch of stuff that you don't need. And I don't know, a lot of these ones seem to be based around getting people to use music in shows and then copyright claim them, which, yeah, not a big fan of, just quietly. Because, A, you're not going to make a lot of money with your songs being played on YouTube anyway, and you're just going to frustrate certain YouTubers. Not myself, because, to be honest, it doesn't really matter here. As long as we don't get blocked, that's the problem. A lot of these people are putting copyright claims on their songs, and then when they're played in other people's videos, they get blocked. And you know who that helps? Nobody. Anyway, rant over. We're going to get your mood up with this little dancey album filler, which features Annette Graham. This is, of course, Phantom Agents, our buddy Clint, and it's a track called Mood. Let's get our mood up with this one, shall we, on Your Music Live.
You leave me, I'm waiting for your every move. You're a different man. Hey, I'm glad you're sitting on my borrowed time. It's the same for me. We're all caught up in the evening moment. Our eyes alight with the shining feeling. Want to be with you all night long, and it's all coming back to me. All coming back to me. It's all coming back to me, all coming back to me. Young and you're precious, don't you feel it too? It's impossible. And I look for your every move. And I wish for your
Oh, I love Barry's comment here. I'm dancing with this. Not really, but I like it. I love the honesty. Yeah, if you were inclined to dance, though, Barry, you'd have a bit of a dance to that one, wouldn't you? Right? Oh, dear. Very cool. I like it. Exactly. Very nicely done there from Mr. Phantom Agents, Clint Kelleher. Yeah, where is this? Is the singer from Maine, Clint? That's a good question. Where is the singer from? Is it here in the description? You did mention who was singing on it. Don't see here. That's right. Let us know, because very cool singer indeed. Let's grab our next tune, shall we? We do have another Play My Fire beat coming up real soon that we'll be doing. But before that, let's get a little tropical soul into our lives, shall we? With Pixel Mixer. They say this song is about being on a tropical paradise. This was recorded in GarageBand in my newest album, Summer Dream Songs 2012? 2012. Okay. From 2012, or was it recorded in 2012? Or 2022? Is it just a typo? Who knows? Let's give it a spin anyway. Pixel Mixer, your music live. I like it. Dig it. Yeah. Very nice. Very nicely done. Hello, Mike and Dawn, Janice. Yes. I guess I missed the memo. Yeah, it's all right. We with all the time zones and all the changes, we're moving things around. And then Pete did put the preview for an hour later, so I made a mistake as well. Very good stuff there from Pixel Mixer. I love it. I love it. Let's continue on, shall we? Let's grab Music Realm is our next artist up, and they say, now we are nearing towards autumn here in the UK after a beautiful summer. This little tune, I hope, captures the uplifting feeling I had this summer, gentle and reflecting. And for all those in the Northern Hemisphere, especially in Europe and the UK, it was a summer like no other, which is both good. I'm sure it was lovely to hit the beach and get out and about, but a little bit disturbing in how hot it was and some of the weather events that happened around the world. Anyway, I told myself to get off my hippie high horse and play some music, so we're going to play this one. It's called Summer's Elm by Music Realm on Your Music Live. Look, I know I'm super duper biased here, but I just love the sound of that beautiful, crisp acoustic guitar sound. Very good stuff. Steve Alexander Pictures, I know them anywhere. Does he do crop art? It's very cool stuff, isn't it? Super Super amazing how that sort of thing can be done. Yeah, I wouldn't know where to start. I can barely push a lawnmower. I don't have any grass in my yard, so I'm very inexperienced. Very nicely done, though. Yeah, lovely little piece there from our friend Music Realm. Let's grab our next one before I have a cough. After I have a cough. Because we're going to play one more tune. Then we're going to do our play by fire beat. So if you're hanging out here, if you don't have a song on the show, or even if you do and you want to go for a double play, you'll have an opportunity to have your fire beat played right here live on the show in just a moment. But before that, I've got something pretty cool and special here. This is a Howling Fret Fumbler. They say, I was singing the phrase filthy lucre randomly along to a dark electronic instrumental, and my son said, that is cool. So I looked it up and found out that the phrase comes from an old English Bible, and that led to a journey that ended up with me vocoding phrases taken from the King James Version. Wow, where religion and music meet back on the other side. Let's take a listen to this one. It is Filthy Lucre, and this is Howling Fret Fumbler on Your Music Live. Outstanding stuff. The visuals, the music, it just all comes together beautifully, right? Approve of this track. Great elements indeed. And you probably want to go and check out the full version of that, because a lot of work went into the creation of it. But the reason people often say, why don't you play the whole song? There's a few reasons why I don't. Number one reason is that we don't have time. We just simply do not have the time to play all of these tracks. Otherwise, I'll be here for 6 or 7 hours, and I'll leave that to Thomas Christ and the Metalhead Hippie, yeah? And the other reason is that I think it gives you a taste, and then it means that maybe you'll go and check out these artists over on their platform. So it means that you'll subscribe or you'll follow if you dig them. And again, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not guilting anyone into following or subscribing to anyone, because actually the worst thing you can do for an artist is to subscribe or follow them if you've got zero intention of ever listening to their music or watching their videos. It's a bit of a misconception that folks have that you're supporting someone by subscribing. But as I always say, if someone gets 100 subscribers but only 5 people watch their videos or listen to their music, the algorithm says no one's interested, even people following this artist, and it stops suggesting that artist to other people. So the best thing you can do to support the artist that you dig is to go and follow and subscribe. And if it's not your jam, that's okay. Don't. because too many folks are like, oh, just get this person up over 100 subscribers by subscribing to them. Or they'll go to like an alternate account and subscribe to people. And yeah, I just say I strongly advise against it because it really does no good for anyone. Anyway, that was a weird tangent to get off onto, but I wanted to say that's a really cool tune. And you should, if you dug that, go over to Howling Fret Fumbler and go and follow them. We've still got plenty more tunes to go here, folks, but we are going to take a quick break and do another of our patented Play My Fire beats. So I'm just going to fix this up. I'm going to go to my bookmarks and bring up my giveaway tool. Thank you to StreamYard who make this super simple because I can just go to my giveaway tool. Let's go with a hashtag, and we're going to go a simple one because Jade Star was so kind to give away her Play My Fire beat in the first half. We're going to go hashtag Jade. Hashtag JADE. So if you would like an opportunity to have your song played right here, right now on the show, remember, no hate and violence, no excessive F-bombs and C-bombs and other bombs. So yeah, as long as you steer clear of that sort of stuff, then you'll be absolutely fine. And if you don't, you'll get about 10 seconds of your song played. But no, please put hashtag Jade in the chat right now and you'll have a chance to have your song played, just like the Lily Pillies here have done. While we wait on that, let's give some Michael, aka Leland Band, some spins. And he says, hi Pete, some travel footage and a soundtrack called With Regrets, created somewhere in Norway. Very cool. Michael's always traveling. I'd love to know more about Michael and his background because he seems to be very jet setty, traveling all over the place, always creating music, always in different places. It's very, very cool. And Michael's a great supporter of this channel, and we thank him. But with regrets, I play this song with no regrets at all. Michael, aka Zealand Band, on Your Music Live. I love the change up there, right? Like, just listen to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right? Really nicely done there from Z-Land Band. Possibly one of the best compositions I've heard. And that's saying something, because Michael creates a lot of really good music and very cool stuff. Yeah, I'm a sucker for some piano and drums. As good as acoustic guitar is, just a piano sound also works well. A Z-Land production indeed. Yeah, look, I'm with you, Thomas. As creeped out as I am by space, the ocean is kind of like the space in our own backyard. So, like, knowing how deep the ocean goes down and what's down there is like, woo. Not to mention the fact that, yeah, that horizon shifting. I've been on one cruise in my life. The rest of my family all got really sick. I thankfully didn't, but I didn't feel great, and I was back on shore for 3 days before my head stopped swaying back and forth from just that lurching. So yeah, no, don't recommend. Speaking of hashtags, you've got yourselves. There you go. Sean's got it. Sean put @Jade, and I didn't want him to miss out on the opportunity to win the Play My Fire beat. So I wanted to make sure that was correct. Let's go over to our giveaway tool here, and you've got yourselves about 10 seconds to put #Jade in the live chat here. If you are the winner, it's very simple. All you have to do is put your artist name, the name of the platform, and the name of the song here in the chat. Doesn't allow, unless you're a moderator, it doesn't allow links because, again, the prawn bots, they'll be in here, as well as the main reason, which is the people that this was named after, the Play My Fire beat people that come here and say they've been here 5 minutes or 5 seconds usually, and they're like, yo, bruh, get out of my way. I want my song played. Play this, play this, play this, play this. And then our poor moderators have to say, Popeye, because it doesn't work that way. All these people have been waiting. They're the same sort of people that, everyone's waiting in line, and they'll just kind of sort of sidle in and sort of go up to the counter. You ever been at the bar where you've been waiting there, you're about to order your drink, and then some wanker comes in on the side, and it's just like, yo, brah, let me get me 14 scotch and cokes. And you're like, if I was a violent man, I would punch you right now. All right, let's give this one a spin, shall we? And see who's going to be winning. Let's get some Zealand band. It's going to be the most relaxing spin ever. Who will win today's Play My Fire beat? Oh no, I'm in there. Okay, better not be me. Hey, it's the Mix Club. I realised at the last minute that, oh no, I put #Jade in there just to tell Sean to make sure he put the hashtag in, and I nearly won. But it is the Mix Club, so let us know which song you would like played, and we will pick, you will pick that one. So give us the spin. There you go. Please let me know just your name, the artist name that you want played, the song, and the platform, and we will give it a spin in just a moment. While we wait for the Mix Club to decide what they would like to have played, let's give this one a spin. This is from our friend Black Diamond, and they say, happy Songtember, Pete. This is a song I made in a few days for Songtember. It is another horror rock tune, and unfortunately I missed it for the Songtember show, so we're going to play it right here, right now. It is called Beyond the Grave. It's Black Diamond, and it's your music live.
Today, this is Tom Sawyer from HR Radio, the best station in the world for listening to horror rock. If you want to get video, still listen to the radio. You know the thing with streaming. Just go stream us on Spotify, you fool. Anyway, next up is Black Diamond, a vision-impaired 15-year-old girl who thinks they can reach the top of the Billboard charts. With that type of music, you're right. This is her new single, Beyond the Grave. Beyond the Grave. Beyond the Grave.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a longer intro than any of my tracks, Russ. That's for sure. I dig it. Probably I should have started that a little bit further in, but very, very cool stuff. I like it. It's not my genre again, but I just love it. I would not want to listen. I would not want to listen at night. I hope no one's sitting there alone in the dark. Because what's that sound? Sorry, jump scare. No. Freaky and spooky. Right. This is Bleak. I'm here for it. I like it a lot. All right, we do have the winner of our Play My Fire Beat. It is our buddy Rhett James, a.k.a. The Mix Club, and he has chosen this track here. And if we jump over to slaps.com, I'm not following Rhett. Got to fix that. Fixed. It says, this song is from 1999. I'm not a great singer, just lucky to have a kick-ass band. Very cool. So we're going back into the archives here. Our Play My Firebeat winner here, Rhett James, a.k.a. The Mix Club, on your Music Live.
She said, don't be so freaking paranoid. She said, she said, she said, she said, she said, don't try to get in my bed. She said, she said, she said, she said, don't like my father, dripping on the bother. She was dripping on the nature scene. She was dripping on the nature scene. She was dripping way before her the scene. So I'm trying to believe what she said, what she said. She said, don't such companion man. She said, she said, she said, she said, she said, don't be a traffic light. She said, she said, yeah. She said, she said, did you forget that I'm alive? Light up the smoke and let me drive. Life is just a social call. Life is just a social call. You don't have to answer it at all. So I wish that I could believe what she said. What she said. She said, try to be a lover boy. She said, she said, she said, she said, she said, make yourself an instrument. She said, she said, she said, she said, don't grab on with your manhood. Take me out to Hollywood. Life is full of protocol. Life is full of protocol.
Rhett, a.k.a. The Mix Club. Yeah, go and check out The Mix Club on YouTube. Go and see what Rhett's got cooking over there. All very cool stuff, and loved that. Yeah, very, like, it's a sort of band, I bet you guys rocked it live, because it's a sort of band that you could just imagine playing on a stage and just absolutely rocking out to that. Yeah, awesome production. Yeah, bit of country, southern rock country crossover kind of vibe. I like it a lot. All right, we've got plenty more music to come here. We are going to run late because, hey, we always do. So better get a wiggle on, get a wriggle on, and get a move on, and do all that sort of stuff. Let's play this one. This is DN Foxy. It's a track called Better With You, and they say, I made this sound on my PC at home, just enjoying it. So let's see what we got on offer over here. DN Fox, Better With You, your music live.
Into the night, we're gonna go all of the way. We're shining bright, you know that we will never quit. Yeah. It feels so right being here with you. We're gonna stay up all night and dance under the moon. Yeah, I knew there was something about you that makes me wanna be free. You make me wanna scream and shout, turn me all around. Yeah, we're up so high, we're never coming down. Yeah, I come alive whenever I'm around you.
Very cool stuff. I like it. That was, I don't think we've heard DN Foxy before, but very, very cool tune, a banger. And again, nothing quite like a build with that drop. Yeah, right? Catchy and snappy for sure. Cool video, cool tune, nice all the way around. Yes, can't beat my hometown. They somehow made London look a bit less dreary there, Russ. Oh, burn. No, it's still kind of dreary. Oh, man, I'm coming hard. I'm sorry. I do love London. I haven't been to London in, my goodness, a long time. How old am I? It's been about 15 years since I was in London, and that's sad. I need to get back there. Especially now that you've got hot weather. It is a fine city. I kid because I love. But yeah, it's just really hard to get around. I couldn't navigate it well because I come from Adelaide where everything's on a grid. And it's just like, if I'm going south on North Terrace, I'm going north on South Terrace. And then London, it's like, okay, what you got to do, you see, to get from here to here is turn left at the phone box and then turn right, and like everything's... Shut up, Johns. What did I say? I just said I'm running late, and then I'd start crapping on about other cities. Unacceptable. Nahal Mapanka, please save us. He says, "Hi Pete, long time. How have you been?" I've been good. This one's more of a relaxing tune whose melody is a song that I had tuned and sampled, over which I added some drums and percussions. I hope you'll dig it. Cheers. And that's from Nahal Mapanka. This is their track called Palatial here on Your Music Live. Very cool jam there from Nahal Mapanka here on Your Music Live. Nicely done. Yeah, a little bit different from the sort of stuff we've heard from you before, but no less cool. Nice vibes going on with that one. We've got, what have we got? About 7 or 8 songs left to go, so we're going to keep cracking on here. Thank you for all. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your songs here. If you had fun here today, thumbs up is a good idea. And leave a comment. If you're on the replay, leave a comment. Don't forget, we do this every week. Currently, our timing is 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, and 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, or UTC, I believe is what they call it these days, and 9 a.m. for our friends here in Australia on the East Coast. But that will change. That will get even earlier when y'all put your clocks back the other way. So it'll get another hour earlier, which will be cool. You can hang out here on a nice Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening and enjoy some tunes from the community. Let's grab this next tune. We're going to stay over here on the cloud of sounds. This is Rick Rowan, who says, "I did the whole thing in GarageBand. I'm so happy they finally got some brushes." Right? The brush drums in GarageBand are pretty cool. I found the drum beat and pretty much built the whole song around it. For someone so riddled with anxiety, I don't know how I keep writing these relaxing tunes. Yeah, I know, it's a weird one, isn't it? Maybe it's for us folks that get a bit anxious, maybe we write them to soothe ourselves. Because I'm kind of the same. Let's give this one a spin. Rick Rowan, All Green Lights on Your Music Live. cool stuff there from Mr. Rick Rowan here on Your Music Live. I like it. Yeah, such a cool, soothing jam. Spot on there, my friend. We're going to move from Rick to Ryan. Rick Rowan to Ryan Rogers. I didn't even plan that out, but how funny is that? RR followed by RR. Ryan says, "Hey Pete, this song is about the cycle of losing your temper and regretting it. Yeah, specifically about insulting people you disagree with. The civil war here is just about being civil to your brothers and sisters and losing that civility. So it's called How I Lost the Civil War, and man, is this apt and appropriate because, the main times that I lose my temper is when I disagree with someone else's opinion, or perhaps they are using Facebook science for their facts, and I get frustrated, and then I get angry and I lose my temper, and then I regret it later because it doesn't actually help anything. Getting angry at someone, regardless of whether it's a difference of opinion or a difference of fact, doesn't actually help. So, I'm going to listen carefully to this one. Ryan Rogers, How I Lost the Civil War.
I say I'm not angry, I'm a gusher, prime back spindle top. I say things are better, but I'm ready to make Sherman's march. It just wasn't friendly, feeling mad and angry when I called you a Nazi. I'm trying to do better, but it feels like a lost cause. It's how I lost the Civil War. Sabotage my own rail yards. Am I mad about money? 'Cause we never seem to have enough. Sometimes I don't like your look, and our differences aren't reason enough for me. I switched off the filter, safety's off for it gets charged. When I said you were Hitler, must go fly with God winds low. I'm trying to do better.
Yep. I need to come back and listen to that one on repeat for about 4 hours because, I like that. I switched off my filter when I compared you to Hitler. I'm like, yep, what is that old internet thing that as soon as you basically compare someone to Hitler, you've lost the argument? There's a name for it. It's like an old internet thing where it's like every single argument will always just degrade into someone calling someone else a Nazi and comparing them to Hitler. And it's that level of extreme, isn't it? Not cool, but very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, Kronk songy, a little bit of Kronk songy kind of vibe. Absolutely. Yeah, a bit REM too. Yeah, those the backing vocals and that kind. The lead vocal there from Ryan is very Michael Stipe-ish. I like it. Yep, let's give it a round of the pause. I used to, when I was a kid, I didn't know what the word applause meant. And I thought when people said, give it a round of applause, I thought they were saying, give it a round of the pause, as in clapping, the pause, because you clap your paw. Yeah, I was a special child. But no, apparently it is not a round of the pause. It is a round of applause. So, yes, give that one. I also, I had weird things. I could do a whole show on the words that I got wrong as a child, but I don't. Let's grab this next one. This is from Josh Calcutt, who says, get ready for a dopamine hit. This song is very upbeat and sure to get your head bopping and might even want to get up and start dancing, just for a warning. Enjoy listening. Oh, there you go. Well, if I get up and leave, you'll know it's because I've started dancing. So let's take a listen to this one. It is Dopamine Heat, Josh Calcutt on Your Music Live. Definitely an apt title. Apt. I like it. Yeah, exactly. Wave your hands in the air. I've always wondered, like, I like the raise the roof thing, but I'm like, wave your hands in the air. No, throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Is that just like, just don't care? No. Or is it like the mad abandon? I just don't care. I don't know. Shall I get on with playing music? Russ is waving. Hey, Russ. Hello. Butt shaking track. There you go. I like it. Yeah, it's a dopamine hit. It's like watching 17 TikTok videos back to back. That's how much dopamine's been hit there. Alrighty, let's continue on and find our next track here. This one comes from Eco Aaron, who says a simple song or track to listen to bring enjoyment. Very cool, and it's called simply Illuminations. Copyright Minions Group 2022. No, Illuminations. Eco Aaron on Your Music Live. My microphone up for that entire song. You probably heard me snorting and breathing. I apologize. Eco Aaron, that was super cool, my friend. I like it. Yeah, a couple of nice upbeat jives and vibes going on there. Definitely deserving of a round of applause or a round of pause. Everyone's thinking of like cute puppies going yay. Don't think you can do that. I need to get Basil in here. A round of applause. What did I say before? Yeah, Wago, who said before, I wanted to know how gutted Pete was that Neighbours ended recently. Like most Australians, I hadn't watched Neighbours in about 15 years, which is why their ratings were dwindling and why they got cancelled. But I did watch the final episode, again, like everyone in Australia, and got all nostalgic and went, oh my God, Paul Robinson, oh my God, all the same characters are still there. Oh my God, it hasn't changed since 1992. Anyway. That was a bit weird. Well, guess what? We've got 3 songs left. That means that we have an anti-penultimate, a penultimate, and an ultimate song. And the anti-penultimate song here, we're going to jump over to slaps.com, and we're going to grab this one from MJ Music. They say, inspired by the 8-bar challenge a few months ago, the intro to this track starts with my 8-bar song, Give Me Your Love, and expands on that idea. This is my contribution to Songtember and the challenge to write, record, and release a song in the month of September. Hope you enjoy it. It was fun to record and produce. So I think this is the last of our catch-up Songtember tunes. But if you still have a Songtember song and I haven't played it, feel free to submit it. We will play it again next week. But hopefully we're close to caught up now. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Mike Wade French, MJ Music, and I Want Your Love, our anti-penultimate song on Your Music Live. love the hook on that one. Love how it came together, and super impressed that, you took that little 8-bar riff we did in the 8-bar challenge. If you missed out on that one, go back in time on the channel here. We do that usually once every year or so. We do a little 8-bar challenge to warm up for Songtember, and I love that a lot of folks took that 8-bar challenge and turned it into Songtember. Reuse, reduce, recycle, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, very cool stuff there. The overdriven grit on the vocals. Yeah, that bluesy vibe really kicked in nicely there. I thought that was a great song to choose for our anti-penultimate song here on the show. Will Joseph, hello to you. Admire you for being positive to all genres of music. Couldn't do that. Here's the thing. I think it's easier. It's easier as you get older. Weirdly enough, some people say, "Oh no, once you're old, you're stuck in your own genre and your own ways." I've found that it's easier to appreciate more music as I get older, and probably because of my disdain for music as competition, I've actually embraced a lot more styles. I used to be a real anti-country music person. Now I actually love a bit of country twang. I'm going to admit that. And it's amazing. When you just sit down and listen to stuff, you can start appreciating it on different levels. Not everything has to be... I used to like songs that were like really loud and rockin' and power chords and drums and bass and vocals. And that's all cool. I still like that. But now I like a laid-back, chilled vibe. I like some lo-fi beats. I like some drum and bass. I like some country tunes. So, yeah, you'll find that you'll expand out as you go. And I think that's what is good about this show, is that there's different genres from different parts of the world. And, there's something for everyone. You won't love everything, but that's why in 2 hours we cram 40 songs in. And then, you get a sample of them. And the ones you like, you go down the description, you go check them out. The ones you don't, you scroll past. Seriously, how much better would society be if folks just learnt to scroll past? Don't engage. Don't engage negatively. The easiest thing to do is to choose what you engage with and engage positively. If you don't like something, just it's basically like minding your own business, like leaving folks alone to do their own thing. Anyway, we're getting off on the hippie high horse. I'm gonna have to do a song called Hippie High Horse soon. Because, that's what I call it when I get up on my hippie high horse. We've got our penultimate song now. This is from Ghost Fire. And they say, this is our Halloween single for 2022, a seasonal track with a move away from the nautically themed offerings of 2021. It was recorded in London and Granada, Spain. Cool. It's also a leader track for a new album, which is out towards the end of the year, titled Los Locos y los muertos. So the craziness of the death or something like that. I don't know. Something like that. Can someone tell me that pronunciation? Spanish speakers. Los locos y los muertos. Anyway, this is called Seasons of the Witch. It's Ghost Fire. They rock. And we're going to play it as our penultimate song on Your Music Live. cool is that? Ghost Fire, Seasons of the Witch. Maybe we need an October, like a special Halloween spooky edition of YML. I think we did it once before, a couple of years ago. All spooky songs. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you think that we should do a special spooky edition of YML. So that was Ghost Fire. That was our penultimate song. We have but one song to go, and that is our ultimate tune, and then we are done. But I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who submitted songs and who we played here today. Thank you to all those who've been here in the live studio audience and all of those who are watching on the replay. We love you just as much. Please leave us your comments. Tell us what you dug. Tell us the artists that you'll be going and checking out. And don't forget, you can check out all of the links to all the songs we played right down in the description. You can also go and check out our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, by using the link there or down in the description. And don't forget to submit your songs for a future show. Our final song, our ultimate song today, comes from our friend Frank Terzo. And Frank has a tune here called What's Become of You. He says, we all should stop and think of those who have nothing and do everything in their power to stay positive while fighting to keep a roof over their head and struggling to put food on the table. Life is a gift, so let's not take it for granted. I think that's a wonderful message, and it's a message that we're going to go out with here, courtesy of Mr. Frank Terzo, with What's Become of You, our final song here on Your Music Live.
Look around, see how far you've come. In the world where the vultures roam, secrets over lines, truth will someday rise. Trust me, close your eyes. Put aside hate and grief. Spread your little wings, fly with me. Let the power of the winds set you free. Holy God of Mary, what's become of you? In a world where it's dark and it's scary, cast your fears to me. Saw you there sitting in the rain, trying hard to drown your pain. But you fought it with a smile. Voices in your mind tell you lies.
Thank you to Frank for taking us out really nicely here today on this week's episode of Your Music Live. Don't forget to join me again next week. We've also got our Garage Band Weekly show tomorrow. I'll be trying to create a punk song during the show. It'll be interesting. Come and join us right here on the channel. That'll be linked out at the end there. Metalhead Hippie's got a show coming up later today too, so jump over and check out Jeff and the Metalhead Hippie show. And don't forget, if you did have fun today, hit the like button, check out all the links down in the description, and I do want to say thank you all for being here. You're all awesome, you all rock, and I'll see you next time here on Your Music Live. Bye for now.